Hello students, in this video we are going to study the remaining exercise of chapter 3. The chapter name is Synthetic Fibers and Plastics, class 8, subject Science, NCERT. So before starting the exercise, let me recall what we had learned from this chapter in the previous videos. So we had seen that fabrics are made from fibers that is obtained from various sources, that is natural or artificial sources. Then after we had seen some fibers, the example of some natural fibers. So cotton, silk, jute and wool. These are the examples of natural fibers which we are getting from the natural sources. Then we had seen about the synthetic fibers. So synthetic fiber is a chain of small units that are joined together, and each small unit is actually a chemical substance. Then we had seen how these fibers are prepared. So all these synthetic fibers are prepared by chemical processes using petrochemicals. That is the chemicals in which the petroleum is there. Then after we had seen the example of the synthetic fibers. So polymer is made up of, first we had seen about the polymer. So polymer is made of many repeating units. That's why it's known as poly and mer. Polymer. Poly plus mer. It is consists of two words, that is poly and mer. Then examples of synthetic fibers. So the rayon and nylon. These are the examples of synthetic fibers, and rayon was also called an artificial silk because its some of the properties are similar to that of artificial silk. Then we had seen about polyester and acrylic. So they are also synthetic fibers. And then we had seen about PET. The full form of this PET is polyethylene terephthalate. So it is a very familiar or known form of the well-known form of the polyester, and it is used to make the different utensils, bottles, films, which is used by the photographers to take out the photos. Then after wires, etc. Then we had seen some properties of synthetic fibers. So the synthetic fibers are very strong, durable, that means long lasting. Its lifespan is longer, and lightweight. And they are also cheaper as compared to the natural fibers. Their price is lower as compared to the natural fibers. So these are the some properties of synthetic fibers. Then we had seen nylon, how the nylon is prepared. So nylon was prepared from coal, water and air. Then we had seen some example in which the nylon fabric or nylon fiber is used. So nylon is used for making socks, ropes, toothbrushes, sleeping bags, parachutes, ropes for rock climbing, etc. Then we had seen about terylene. So terylene is a popular polyester, and this polyester is made up of repeating units of chemicals that is known as the ester. And it is the monomer or single unit which are joined together and makes the many units, that means poly. So poly plus ester, that is polyester. Then we had seen terylene is used for making thin fibers, and clothes made up of polyester fibers are convenient to use. Why? So because they are crease proof and may be used as wash and wear clothes. It is easy to wash those kind of fibers, and these fibers are crease proof. So that's why these fibers are convenient to use or easy to use of these kind of fibers. Then we had seen acrylic fibers are as the natural fiber like the wool. And synthetic fibers are more durable, affordable, which makes them very popular than the natural fibers. Then we had seen about the plastic. So plastic is also a polymer. It is made up of many single units that are joined together. Then we had seen the arrangement of these units in plastic. So there are two types of this kind of arrangement, that is linear and cross-link arrangement between the units of the plastic. So plastic is easily moldable. it can be recycled. These are the properties of plastic. It can be moldable, that means you can give any shape to the plastic and you can again use this kind of plastic. So it is recycled, it can be recycled, and it is moldable. Then we had seen different two types of plastic, that is thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. So thermoplastic get deformed easily on heating. You can say it can change the shape on heating those kind of plastics. So those kind of plastics are known as the thermoplastics. Then we had seen the example of thermoplastic. So polythene that we are using in daily our life, polythene bags, and PVC, that means polyvinyl chloride, are the example of thermoplastic. Then we had seen the another type of the plastic, that is thermosetting plastic. So thermosetting plastic, which when molded once cannot be softened by heating. That means if you had given any shape to this kind of plastic, then again by heating you cannot change the shape of this kind of plastic. So this is the another type of plastic. And then we had seen the example of this kind of plastic. So that is bakelite and melamine. These are the thermosetting plastic, and this cannot be recycled. You cannot use this kind of plastic again. So then after we had seen some characteristics of plastic, that plastic do not react with air, water, and it do not corrode easily, and they are light, strong, and durable. So plastic are used in our everyday life, and there are some problems with use of plastic. Why? So disposal of plastic is the major problem, as the plastic are non-biodegradable material and it causes environment pollution. And as a responsible citizen, we have to remember the 5R principle, that is reduce, reuse, recycle, recover, and refuse. And we have to develop the habits which are environment friendly. So this we had learned from the chapter. Then after we had seen the textbook solution for this chapter, then some in extra exercise we had seen MCQs, fill in the blanks, then true false, answer in one word and answer in one sentence. Now in this video we will see next question, question 6, that is answer the following questions in short. So now let me start. The first question is, what are synthetic fibers, and give 4 example of synthetic fibers. So the synthetic fibers are a chain of small units that are joined together like necklace beads. We had earlier in the starting of the chapter, we had seen the arrangement of these small units. So the synthetic fibers, it looks like a necklace beads. And the example of this kind of fibers are rayon, acrylic, polyester, and nylon. Now the next question is, what is rayon and why is it called artificial silk? So rayon fibers are obtained by the chemical treatment of wood pulp. Through this wood pulp we are making the rayon fibers using the chemical processes, and rayon is the synthetic fiber and which has the properties that are similar to that of silk. So it is called this artificial silk. Rayon is the artificial fiber and we are obtaining rayon from the chemical processes on the wood pulp, and some of the properties are similar to the artificial silk. So that's why it is also silk. So it is known as the artificial silk, as it is the artificial fiber. Next is, what are the uses of rayon? So it is mixed with cotton to make bed sheets and mixed with the wool to make carpets. So by mixing this rayon with the other natural fibers, that is cotton and wool, we are using this fiber in the different form. That is by mixing with cotton we are making the bed sheets, and mixing with wool we are using it as the carpets. Next is, what are the properties of nylon? So the properties of nylon, that first one is, nylon fibers are strong, elastic, and light. So these are strong, elastic, that means you can stretch them, you can pull them, and however it will not break or it will not tear, so it has the property of elasticity and it is light in weight. The another property is they are lustrous, that means it can give the shine, and they are easy to wash. So these are the some properties of nylon fiber, that they are strong, elastic, light, lustrous, and they are easy to wash. Next is, so now what are the uses of nylon? So in the uses, first is in preparation of socks, robes, tents and toothbrushes. We are using nylon to make the socks, then after robes, tents and toothbrushes. The another use is in the preparation of car seat belts and curtains. As it is very strong fiber, we are using this kind of fiber in the seat belt of the cars and in curtains also, and for making parachutes and ropes for rock climbing. While making the ropes for rock climbing and parachutes, we are using nylon fiber because it is very strong and elastic. As we had seen the properties of this nylon. Next question is, what are the properties of polyester fiber? So the properties of polyester fibers, first one, they do not wrinkle easily. So you will not find crease on them in smaller time, or easily you will not find the crease on this kind of fibers. The next property is they are easy to wash. You can easily wash this kind of fibers. Then these fibers cannot absorb water, so they take very little time to dry. This fiber will not absorb the water as the another fibers are absorbing, like cotton. Cotton is absorbing a lot or more amount of water, but polyester fibers cannot absorb the water, so it can be easily dry. So in this monsoon season we can wear this kind of fibers, that is polyester fibers, so that they get dry quickly or in the little time. Next is, what are the uses of polyester fibers? So the uses of polyester fibers. So first use is in making fabrics for saris, dress materials and curtains. The next use is in making bottles and thin films. Films, that is used by the photographers, as we had seen earlier, and the next use is in making wires and other important or useful things or products. So these are some of the uses of polyester fibers. Next question is, what is PET and what are the uses of it? So we had already seen the full form of PET, that is polyethylene terephthalate. So PET is a very familiar form or well-known form of polyester. It is a kind of polyester and it is used for making bottles, utensils, cooking utensils, then after films, wires and many other useful products. Some of the uses are same as the polyester fibers, which we had seen in the earlier question number 7. As it is the polyester, so its uses are also the same as the polyester fibers. So now next question is, what are the uses of acrylic fibers? So the uses of acrylic fibers, they are used for making sweaters, shawls, blankets and carpets. So these are some of the uses of acrylic. Next is, what is major drawback of synthetic fiber? Or you can say, what is the major disadvantage of synthetic fiber? So the synthetic fibers melt on heating, and if the clothes catch fire, the fabric melts and sticks to the body of the person wearing it. So it can be disastrous. So it is the major disadvantage or drawback of synthetic fibers, that on heating it will start melting, and if the cloth catch fire, then the fabric start melting and it will stick to the body of that person who wear it. So this is why while cooking we are not wearing or we should not wear the synthetic fibers, as there is the chance of catching the fire of this kind of fabric or fibers. So it can be disastrous. So this is the disadvantage of synthetic fibers. Next is, what is the principle of 5Rs? So 5R is short form of reduce, reuse, recycle, recover and refuse. So now let me see this, what is this 5R? So in that first one is reduce. So we should reduce using non-biodegradable things. It is majorly in the form of plastic. We are considering this here as non-biodegradable material, that is plastic. So we should reduce these kind of things like plastic. Then reuse, another R is reuse. So we should use things again and again. If it is possible to use that thing again and again, then we have to use those kind of thing. In reduce, we can take the example like while going for the shopping, we should carry cloth bag with us, and we should not use the plastic bags. In reuse, we can use again and again one thing, that is like for plastic containers that we are using to store the food. So we can store or we can use those kind of plastic containers again and again to store the food grains or grains. Next is recycle. We should use the things which can be recycled. As we had seen, thermoplastics can be recycled, so we should use those kind of things which can be recycled. Then after, next is recover. So try to recover the usable things. Whatever we are using, we have to use or we have to recover those usable things. Next is refuse. Refuse things made of plastic, or say no to plastic grocery bags. We should not use the plastic bags, or as maximum as possible we have to say no to plastic. So these are the 5R principle that we should follow. Now next question 7 is explain giving the scientific reasons. In that first one, the clothes made from synthetic fibers are very popular than those made from natural fibers. Why the synthetic fibers is very popular as compared to the natural fibers? So now let me see the reason. So first is, the clothes made from synthetic fibers are cheaper than those made from the natural fiber. This is the first advantage, that is synthetic fiber is cheaper or its price is less as compared to the natural fibers. So we will definitely find the cheaper items. So people are using the synthetic fiber over the natural fiber. The next advantage is they can be woven like silk fibers, or you can woven or this kind of fibers, synthetic fibers can be woven similar as the silk fibers. Then after, they are available in variety of colors. They are more durable and affordable than the natural fibers. They are more durable, that means its lifespan is more, or you can say they are long lasting. It will stay up to long time. So people are using, or these kind of synthetic fibers are very popular as compared to those which are made from the natural sources or natural fibers. So this is why we are using synthetic fibers over the natural fibers. Next is, we should not wear synthetic clothes while working in kitchen or laboratory. Why we should not wear the synthetic clothes? The reason we had already seen in the previous question. So the synthetic fibers melt very soon by heating, and the fabrics melt and stick to the body of the person who wears it. So it can be disastrous. Synthetic fibers melt on heating, and this kind of fabrics start melting and it sticks to the person who wear that kind of fiber. So it can be disastrous, and synthetic fiber can catch fire. Therefore we should synthetic clothes, or we should not wear the synthetic clothes while working in kitchen or in the laboratory, as there are the maximum chance of fire. So This is the reason why we should not wear the synthetic clothes while working in the kitchen or while cooking or in laboratory. Next is third number. To make saucepan handles, thermoplastic is not used. So why the thermoplastic is not used to make the saucepan handles? So saucepan is used for heating, or we are using that to cook food. So we have to put that saucepan on the gas stove. So it means we are using them for heating. So the thermoplastics get deformed easily on heating and can bend easily. So it will change its shape. So that's why we are not using thermoplastic, as it has the property that on heating this kind of plastic it will start melting or it will change its shape. So that's why the saucepan handle is not made up of thermoplastic. Instead of that, it is made up of thermosetting plastics. So here our reason get over. Next question, question 8 is match the following. In that column A, it is given to you, that is cellulose, bakelite, acrylic and PVC. And in the column B, it's some of the uses or properties given to you. So first one is cellulose. So it is made up of a large number of glucose unit. Its property is given to you, how it is made up of. So it is made up of large number of glucose unit. Many glucose units joined or combined together to form the cellulose. So your answer will be C. Next is bakelite. So bakelite is used to make electric switches and handles of vessels. As we had seen in the earlier reason, it is the thermosetting plastic. So we are using it to make electric switches, handles of vessels. Next is acrylic. So acrylic is used to make sweater, shawls and blankets. And last fourth number is PVC. It used to make the toys and comb. So this is your answer for the matching. Here the answer is also given to you. Now next matching, another matching is given to you. In the column A, cotton, bakelite, polythene and silk is given to you. In the column B, which kind of plastic is this and which kind of fiber is this is given to you. So first one is cotton. So cotton is the plant fiber, or you can say natural fiber. It is, we are getting this fiber from the plant. So it is the plant fibers. Next is bakelite. So bakelite is the thermosetting plastic. Bakelite is the example of thermosetting plastic. Next is polythene. So it is the example of thermoplastic. So your answer will be B. And last is silk. So silk is the example of animal fibers which we are getting from the silkworms. So your answer is C. So these are the answer of your matching. So till now in this chapter we had seen the exercise till this matching. In the next video we will see the descriptive type question answer for this chapter. Thank you.